Well, good afternoon. It's been a difficult start this fall. It's been tough on all of us. And unfortunately, we're not out of this yet. We're in the middle of a global pandemic, the worst we've seen in generations. And protecting our communities requires difficult decisions to be made. I've said I'd never hesitate to take action if it means protecting your health and well-being to protect the safety of our province. But before doing so, I've always said I have to see evidence, and I've been firm on that. Last night, our top doctors and health experts did exactly that. They presented me with brand new data from this week. At my direction, earlier today, Dr. Williams and Dr. Brown presented the latest data and outlined the justification for new restrictions in hotspot regions. My friends, you know exactly what I know. You've received the same briefing that I received last night. In the last week, the pandemic has picked up speed at an alarming rate. My friends, the situation today is extremely serious. On September the 1st, we had just over 110 new cases. 5 weeks later, today, we're at 939 new cases. As we post record testing numbers, the percentage of people testing positive is rising too quickly, with some communities showing as high as a 10% positivity. The virus is starting to spread to older people, as the number of contacts for every confirmed case has exploded, sometimes in the thousands. All trends are going in the wrong direction. Left unchecked, we risk worst-case scenarios, first seen in Italy and New York City. And increasing cases is just one part of the story. We're struggling to see early signs of further spread in long-term care. This is something we must avoid at all costs. And as long as this virus is spreading at the rate in the community, our long-term care homes remain vulnerable. Hospitalizations and the number of people in intensive care have increased by 250%. If current trends continue, Ontario ICU intensive care units admissions are predicted to more than triple in less than 30 days. Our hospitals will be overwhelmed, and we can't let this happen. Friends, we have to do everything possible to avoid widespread lockdowns, and we cannot go back to stage one. We need to keep our schools open and protect our long-term care homes. That's our top priority. Nothing matters more. We need to play the long game by making difficult decisions now. We can flatten the second wave. We can get the economy back stronger and sooner. So I convened my cabinet this morning to review the new recommendations from our health experts. The health officials have made a number of recommendations, and we've accepted all of them. Effective Saturday, 12:01 a.m., we're implementing new public health measures for Toronto, Ottawa, and Peel Region. Restaurants and bars will be closed for indoor dining. Takeout delivery and outdoor dining will continue. Indoor gyms and fitness centers will be closed. Outdoor services and fitness centers will be permitted. Cinemas, theaters, casinos, racing establishments, museums, galleries, and attractions will all be closed in these communities. No personal care services will be allowed where face coverings must be removed for the service. Food courts and indoor dining at malls must be closed, except for takeout. All retail stores can remain open. Schools will not, I repeat, not be closed. Places of worship will not be closed. These measures are in effect in Toronto, Peel, and Ottawa for 28 days, after which they'll be reviewed by the Chief Medical Officer of Health and the Public Health Measures Table. I can't stress this enough. on how difficult, how painful it was to make this decision. My heart just breaks for these folks, and I understand what this decision means to each and every one of you. And I can tell you, I didn't sleep last night. Believe me, this weighs heavy on me for making this decision. I know what this will do to businesses who are already struggling. I want to talk directly to business owners and workers who will be affected by this. I've been fighting for you since day one, and I'll continue to fight for you. I'll do everything in my power to support you, and will never forget the sacrifices you're making. I was working through the night with the Deputy Prime Minister. They understand how serious this situation is. And the package of supports that they announced earlier today will make a big difference. They're extending the rent subsidy, the wage subsidy, and business loans. And for our part, we're ready to do whatever it takes. We won't spare any expense to keep you going right now. We won't spare any expense to support you through this. That's why I've directed my finance minister to make $300 million available to support affected businesses. This funding will assist small businesses with their next fixed cost during the next 28 days. This will include waiving provincial and municipal property tax bills, as well as hydro and natural gas bills. This money will be made available as soon as possible, and we will release more details in the coming days. These temporary measures will help, but every one of us right now, we need to rally around these small businesses. Please support them as much as possible. Please order takeout. We can all play a part in supporting our restaurants through this difficult time. My friends, this is a serious situation. I'm asking everyone to make responsible decisions to keep you and your families safe this holiday. We must do everything we can to stop this surge and keep everyone safe and healthy. I assure you, we can get through this by supporting one another, by looking out for each other, and by following the public health rules that keep us and our loved ones safe. I want to thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and God bless the people of Ontario.